Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask, and I almost forgot to ask you. It is January the 26th. That would be Tuesday. It's National Green Juice Day today. Just like Mom used to make.
Green juice.
I don't know what that means. National Peanut Brittle Day today. You know what? I used to love peanut brittle, and I haven't had that in probably 10 years.
I don't really. I mean, I'll eat it once in a while, but I definitely don't crave it.
Last time I had it, I was picking peanut brittle out of my teeth for a long time. I was like, yeah, I think I'm done with this for a bit. So I've taken about a decade off. Maybe I'll try some today. National Spouses Day. Hey, you're my spouse.
I am.
I'm your spouse. Happy day. High five.
Oh, happy day.
And it's planned for a vacation day today. So it'd be a good day to do that. And it's a Tuesday. So that means we have
Tuesdays with Charlie.
Going to be chatting with her dad. That's coming up in just a little bit. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. New study found that driving past more fast food restaurants on the way to school will not impact a child's weight. So somebody was hatching the theory that if there are more fast food restaurants between home and school, your kids are fatter. And they're like, no, we've proven that wrong.
No, they'll find them if they want them. It's not
saying.
Yeah. No.
They did the study. Now, just how much old information is sitting on your smartphone? A survey finds 52% of us have never deleted any files, any apps, or anything from our device. Another 33% said they have files on their phone or device that are 10 years old or more. So I don't know that I have any that are 10 years old. How old is my phone? What is that, 2 years? Maybe?
2, yeah, probably 2.
I've got some files that are 2 years old then. So
I go through and delete stuff a lot.
I know. I deleted some photos once, and then I was like, oh, man, I think I deleted that. So now I quit. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Do you have a credit card? We'd like to help you get a better credit card. If you don't have any credit cards, we'd like to help you too. At BetterCreditCards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Some cards offer points. Some cards are designed to help you build your credit. BetterCreditCards.com wants to help you get a better credit card, no matter what you're looking for. See if we can help you find a better credit card at BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
This is Your Brain on Drugs, brought to you by TimeForRehab.com. A man was arrested for suspicion of urinating on public property. So here's what happened. Police showed up. There's some guys outside a house. Made contact with the driver of a vehicle who refused to identify himself. Later, they learned it was 20-year-old Colbert Garrett Hamilton. Anyway, yeah, and I probably said it all wrong. I don't say most of this right, I'm sure. They told officers that he had permission to urinate there. He
From who?
Smelled as though he had been drinking. His speech was slurred, but he said he had permission to urinate. He said, without being asked, Hamilton stated he had permission to urinate on that house. So, anyway, turns out he didn't. Turns out he got himself in some trouble. So, yeah, it's a bad plan. But I guess that is what happens when your brain is on drugs.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. Pamela Anderson is in the news. She told Piers Morgan during an interview that she thought vegans would make better lovers. Okay. I'm not really sure what that would mean exactly.
I don't know why.
And then Ben Affleck and Ana de Armas reportedly split up because they could not agree whether they should have a child together. So sad to hear that. And then Gwyneth Paltrow.
He seems to go through the women pretty quick.
Apparently. I don't know what's going on there. And then Gwyneth Paltrow's in the news again. Yeah. And it's because of a product that she sold. Remember the candles?
I remember the candles.
That had a certain scent that we're not going to talk about on this radio program. So She has those things all over the place. People have purchased them for whatever reason.
Exactly.
And somebody in Britain, a woman had one in Britain. She lit it on fire, a candle,
Right.
like you're supposed to.
Right.
Something went wrong, in quotes there. Something went wrong, and it exploded all over her home.
Oh my.
I don't know. I don't know what happened. Big screen, little screen, brought to you by channelsurfertv.com.
At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all the fun holidays throughout the year with fun, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we've got a gift for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Now your scoop of the day. It comes your way, courtesy of giftcardchallenge.org. I'm doing this story just for Heidi. Rapper A Boogie Wit Da Hoodie is being accused of clogging all the toilets at a New Jersey mansion that he was renting.
Oh, that's
A Boogie
fantastic.
Wit Da Hoodie has 3 number 1 albums, but he's now known for number 2s. See what I did there?
I do.
Oh, boy. The inner 12-year-old just made me smile. When's the last time you opened a pizza box and found cheese stuck to the lid of the inside of the box?
All the time.
Really? Well, if you get it from a certain pizza place, it won't happen because in 1985, Carmela Vitale of Dix Hills, D-I-X Hills, New York, invented a thing called a pizza saver. It was patented in 1985. And it's a little white plastic thing that looks like a mini table.
Little
Remember those?
tables. Yep.
Yeah, that was what that was invented for. So you shouldn't ever get pizza on your lid ever again if people use those darn things. And the shelf life of a hobby is only 16 months. Did you know that?
But do you think about it?
Are you going back to the pizza thing?
Yeah. How long has it been since we've gotten one of those in a pizza?
I
It's
haven't.
been a really long time.
It depends on which place you go to
Yeah.
because it's different places do and
Yeah.
different places don't. Let's move on to the next one now.
Okay.
A shelf life of a hobby, only 16 months. Researchers polled 2,000 adults and identified busy family life is one reason. Lack of motivation is another reason we don't stick to these things. 25% of adults have quit a hobby after never using any of the items or accessories they purchased specifically for the hobby. So like, I'm going to take up tap dancing, and I order the shoes and I get the tights or whatever you need for tap dancing. And then by the time they show up, you're like, oh yeah, I'm already over that. I don't even want to do that now.
I've done that with gym memberships, but not so much hobbies.
For those of you with a hobby, the average person will dedicate 245 hours per year to their hobby. That is more than 10 days over the course of a 12-month period. Want a simple way to be happier, Heidi?
Yes.
According to the book, The Happiness Advantage, if you want to be happy, every morning, send a friend or a family member or a coworker an email to say something like, thank you. But don't ask for anything in return. There's tons of research showing that over time, this alone, one little email a day, or it could be a message if you don't do much for email, it could be a message through a social platform.
Nice.
But just sending a message saying, hey, I was thinking about you today, and I just wanted to say you got the best coleslaw ever.
You think that's what somebody wants to hear?
I don't know.
What if they've never made coleslaw?
Well, maybe don't say that to them then. But then don't follow it up with, you should make me some and bring it to me right now. Because if you do that, then it doesn't have the same effect.
Wow. What a bizarre example.
I don't know what to... I didn't know what to use for an example. So I used that, and it clearly was the wrong example. All right. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Tuesday.
Early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is a great quote from Benjamin Franklin. At InsuranceChicken.com, we know a thing or two about great quotes. We help people get great insurance quotes every day. It's super simple and free to find out if we can make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, I can't guarantee that, but I can assure you we'd love to help at InsuranceChicken.com. We want to help you peck out great deals on insurance. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Time now for my favorite program, something we do every Tuesday just because we can. We reach out to my father-in-law for a little thing we like to call
Tuesdays with Charlie.
It's Tuesdays with Charlie. He'll give us some guff. We talk each week and we learn fun stuff. Everyone loves him. He makes us laugh. Sometimes he's wrong, then he fires his staff. Get ready to learn something.
said reach out, not call, because you're back in the studio.
Yeah, I had a weak spot. Come back.
You said you'd never come in here again.
Well, I lied.
You must have forgot your keys or something. So you got some stuff for us over there?
Well, I got a lot of stuff here. Hey, I've told you this before, but you know Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
Kids drink that all the time. Yuck.
Yeah, there's a lot of folks that like that, yeah.
You know that was made originally to be mixed with whiskey?
Really?
Really?
I've never had that.
No, now I wonder what that would even taste like.
It tastes terrible. I've tried it, trust me. Did you know that the 1st of March is known as Alcohol Day?
Really?
I
did not know that.
So take that and put it in your Mountain Dew. Hey, then, well, we're on a roll here. Then did you know that 9.5 million people are drunk right now?
Really?
Right now?
Right now.
Like at any given time?
If this had been yesterday, I'd have fit right in there. But
There's probably people wondering about you right now.
hey, then if you live in Ohio, it's illegal to get a fish drunk.
Really?
Kidding, in Ohio.
That's why I don't live there.
So
Because you can't get fish drunk.
they put that on the brochures and everything.
Yep. It's as you come into town.
That was the clincher. He was thinking about moving to Ohio, but he found out he couldn't get fish drunk, so it's off the list.
I'm not going there now. Hey, then, did you know that during Prohibition, wine growers sold grape juice, warning buyers not to follow a detailed set of instructions to turn it into wine? Pretty smart.
It is pretty smart.
smart.
Be careful, otherwise this might turn into wine.
If you do this and this.
I don't like that anyway, so.
I
This
do.
must be a drinking thing today because it says frequent drinkers have more heart health benefits than those who drink less often.
Really?
So I'm a healthy pup.
Apparently.
Hey, then in Texas, it's illegal to take more than 3 sips of beer while standing. It's also illegal to milk someone else's cows or urinate on the Alamo.
Wow.
Really?
Don't do 3 sips.
Don't do any of those things.
Don't do any of them things. Especially don't try to milk someone else's cow.
No, do not.
I could urinate on the animal, though.
Don't do that either.
Well, when you got to go, you got to go.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, then I got one last thing here finally.
All right, what's that?
It says, finally, 9 out of 10 teens report that drinking is not worth the consequences it can cause.
Really?
9 out of 10, that's pretty
9
good.
out of 10, yeah.
It is.
Don't drink that stuff.
Huh. Well, that's good stuff. You ready?
I did not have that mindset when I was a teen.
No, I can about imagine she did not. But then again, she grew up with you, so, well.
Hey, taught her everything that she knows, which ain't much.
You guys ready for a question over there,
Let's do a
Charlie?
question. I got an
I'm going to
answer.
see if Heidi can give me the answer, too. I'll give you both a chance here. What percentage of people in the world have never made or received a telephone call?
15%.
What do you think, Heidi? What
Oh,
percentage?
wait a minute. In
In
the whole world?
In the whole world, never made or received a telephone call.
I'm going to
78.
78%, okay.
Oh, that's really high. I'm going to say 38.
Wow. So now I got to decide who in the world is closer. You
So
said
it must be somewhere between.
you said 38.
Yeah.
You
78.
said 78. The answer is 50. Isn't that like right in the middle?
That's pretty close.
I think Heidi might be a little bit closer.
Oh, no.
Not by much. Holy cow.
That's kind of funny.
Well,
I think it's funny that Charlie's first guess was 15%. Wait a minute. No, 78%.
You said the whole world, and there's a lot of them little...
There are a lot of people that, yeah, that makes sense. Next week, we're going to have negotiating with Charlie. Give you $1. No, give you $10 million. Whoa, what?
Somewhere in between there.
Well, Charlie, thanks for coming in, man.
Well, I'm going to come back next week.
Will you come back?
Wait.
All right.
Yep, I'm going to be here.
All right. It's a fun little program, something we do every Tuesday just because we can. It's called
Tuesdays with Charlie. Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The hottest spot on the planet is where? Where do you think? Huh?
I don't know.
Wrong. Libya. The hottest recorded place on Earth is El Aziza in Libya. Temperature was 136 degrees Fahrenheit. That was in 1922. Hotter
Probably
spots.
Not many people that live in that area then, would there be?
I don't know, maybe. It's not always that hot. Hotter spots have likely occurred, but this is the most scorching temperature ever recorded by a weather station. So they're like, now we know it's pretty darn hot, but it's a dry heat.
It's a dry heat, so it's totally fine.
That's all right. This is today's fun fact.
Do you have a credit card? We'd like to help you get a better credit card. If you don't have any credit cards, we'd like to help you too. At bettercreditcards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Some cards offer points. Some cards are designed to help you build your credit. Bettercreditcards.com wants to help you get a better credit card, no matter what you're looking for. See if we can help you find a better credit card at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for a news headline from somewhere in this world. Dateline Russia. Vladimir Putin celebrated the Orthodox Epiphany in Moscow last week by taking a dip in freezing water.
He likes to do that.
How do you celebrate?
I don't know, but he likes to do that.
Is that a thing? Have you seen that
I've
in the
seen
past?
him have, yeah. Yeah.
I guess I don't follow him on Instagram, so that's why I didn't know that. Oh, you don't either?
Vlad and I.
It was in the news?
We go way back.
All right, that is going to do it for a news headline from somewhere in this world.
At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all the fun holidays throughout the year with fun, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we've got a gift for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Now some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. Japanese investigators can finally close the lid on this case. I should first tell you it's about toilets. And they're going to close the... Anyway, we'll move on. After a string of serial toilet thefts have been taking place, this caper has been dubbed the god of toilet cases. Construction crews would show up on job sites to find the toilets have all been stolen. And this didn't happen once or twice. It's happened a bunch. Police finally have their man. They've traced the thefts to 26-year-old office worker Ryushi Takada.
Okay.
He was arrested and taken into custody when previously employed at a home construction company. He knew when the toilets would show up and knew when they would get installed. Anyway, he used this for his little crime spree and stole a bunch of toilets. He was reselling them on the black market. So
there's a black market for toilets.
Apparently, well,
I was unaware.
I'm also unaware, but apparently there is. And now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
John and Heidi.
Now your moment of duh, brought to you by timeforrehab.com. A woman in custody after allegedly stealing a mail truck in Brooklyn and then smashing it into 10 parked cars. I actually saw the video of this.
And I think we've talked about her.
Yeah, there was video. This happened like maybe a week ago,
got her, huh?
something like that. Anyway, I don't know. I think it was, I don't know if we have talked about it. I think I showed you the video.
Maybe we just talked about it.
Yeah. Anyway, this 21-year-old woman got stuck behind the wheel of an unoccupied postal service truck. She got behind the wheel and took a reckless joyride, went 7 blocks, and then the mail truck gave out right at Fulton and Troops. She tried to flee on foot, but was quickly taken into custody. Miraculously, nobody was hurt, but there was damage to 10 parked cars. Charges are pending against the young woman. Her identity has not been released. The story has a video that goes with it that's interesting because she tried like the Dickens to get out of there and smashed up a lot of cars in the process. But bad plan.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Not a good thing to do, but it is today's moment of duh.
Early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is a great quote from Benjamin Franklin. At InsuranceChicken.com, we know a thing or two about great quotes. We help people get great insurance quotes every day. It's super simple and free to find out if we can make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, I can't guarantee that, But I can assure you we'd love to help at InsuranceChicken.com. We want to help you peck out great deals on insurance. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Time now for fake news or Florida. Heidi, tell me, is this a true story from the great state of Florida, or is it fake news made up to trick you and amuse me? Are you ready?
I am ready.
All right, here we go. Fake news or Florida. A Florida man won $1 million in a lottery and gave all the money away within a month. Fake news or Florida?
I'll say Florida.
It's fake news.
Oh.
I tricked you. And I would like to
I
invite...
thought that would have been very nice.
That would be very nice. But I would like to invite anybody that would like to go to our Facebook page. I have a little survey about fake news or Florida. I'm looking for maybe a replacement feature. Or if you say, I don't want this to go away, I want this. But I think maybe it's kind of run its course. So if you'd like to chime in with your advice, and
Be
you
careful.
can
Last time we took that away,
I know,
we got
but I'm
lots of
saying,
messages.
I would like to see if you have ideas for something fun that we could replace it with. You can do that at facebook.com/John and Heidi Show.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. Comes your way courtesy of giftcardchallenge.org. Woman surprises a teen with a new car.
Whoa.
It's a teen who's been walking 7 miles to get to work. Yeah, this is in Georgia, and now this youngster won't have to walk 7 miles to work after school thanks to a woman's act of kindness. Jaden Sutton, high school senior, was making this trek on foot each day from school to his job at a restaurant and then back home. Sutton was determined to work to make enough money to eventually buy his own vehicle. As his mother was recently laid off and her car was totaled several weeks ago, he said, I knew if I had to walk to work every day to get that car, that's what I was going to do. He said if I had to walk home, then that's what I was going to do. So he would leave school at 3:30 p.m., walk several miles to get to his job at a restaurant. After his shift, which was usually 6 to 8 hours later, he would turn around and walk back home. Sometimes wouldn't get home till after midnight. That all changed when LaVonda Wright saw Myers walking down the side of the road in the rain back in December. The young man was relentlessly in a rush walking to work and said, I can't be late. And he said, ma'am, could you give me a ride, please? I told him, I'll take you as far as I'm going to go. And they had a little bit of small talk along the way. And that's when she realized what this Jaden character was doing. And she was just absolutely amazed. After dropping him off, her heart and her determination put her to work on helping this young man get a car.
That's fantastic.
So she shared the story. She set up a GoFundMe, and they raised more than $9,000 from 186 donors to help get a car.
That's fantastic.
Which is really cool.
Yeah.
And she went to a car dealership and was able to negotiate with the dealership to meet their budget. And she explained what was going on. So the dealership's involved in helping out. And she's
Wow.
involved in helping out. And a bunch of people online were involved in helping out. And there's photos online of
And
this young
what
man.
a great deserving kid
Yeah.
for that. Hard worker and
It's just
and
a great story.
determined. That's fantastic.
I have a link to the story in the show notes, and I encourage you to check it out if you've got a minute. And if you just want to maybe make yourself feel good, there's a bunch of other positive stories in there too. You'll find it. It's at the bottom of the page at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show.